Welcome guys to my YouTube channel, and this is the first video of the channel. Today we are doing legal racing at URL Division 5 at Canada, and we are doing a short qualifying and then it's 50% race. And we are doing it on soft tire compound, and let's see what kind of time we're gonna put on the first lap. So we are at the first turn and the second one. Great exit, a little bit scruffy exit, but then easy with the track limits here and goes to the wall and then brake after the wall starts there. And again I got a little bit bad exit, and DRS wide open and head into the difficult chicane. There have to be very careful on the track limits. And then it's the hairpin, and I went with a bit wide but didn't compromise on my lap time too much. And then again there is open and I head into the final chicane. And I messed it up a little bit, but this is a good banger lap. With the fastest lap.
So far. Well done.
So this is my second attempt. You have to get a really good exit of the final turn, but carefully on the track limits. And then we are heading to turn 1 and nicely cut through there and a little bit lock up, but we gained some time. And then we are heading to this, we were so close on the track limits, and then there's a little bit traffic ahead, and this little bit compromised my lap time. And we are a little bit time up, and again there's a traffic ahead, and this ruined my lap time completely. And I don't know what these guys was doing, but I'm still 1/10 up and DRS open, back straight, and we are heading to final chicane. And this time we wanna manage that well, and we put the fastest lap 8.1.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
And this is my best qualifying lap, so let's jump on board with it.
To go.
And we put the fast lap 7.9, and then was my final qualifying attempts, but this thing went pretty bad and I tried too hard and invalidate both of these laps. As you can see, I was trying really hard on the exit, and then I was running wide and touched the wall. I checked the front wing, but I get the with a bit slipstream car ahead, but it didn't quite affect my lap time. Again, I get a little bit snap on the oversteer. And I was pretty same time as previous lap, but then I messed up this final turn again. On the exit I get huge oversteer and this ruined my lap. And I put the next lap again with it and I invalidated at the next turn it. And meanwhile Ben puts the fast lap and he's on the pole. So P1 is to Ben and P2 to me. And it was pretty okay qualifying, but I think I could get a little bit more out of the car, but it is what it is. And my teammate was in ninth.
Watch the RPM on the full start.
And yeah. So then we are in the formation lap, and as you can see, it's really wet conditions, and there is really hard to get. And as you can see, I tried to the wall, but it's only formation lap, so it really affects to my car damage. I was trying to get temperature to my car, but and I got to really good temperature up, and then we are heading to end of the formation lap, and we are on the grid position 2.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has
There's a
formed.
chance
Be
to
ready
get
with the clutch.
first place if we can get the good start. And the rest of the car is coming to the grid positions at the moment, and we have to wait a little bit. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 lights, and we are off, and with a bit wheel spin on the exit. But we are heading to turn 1 and we are still behind Ben. And it's already with the safety car. There's some crash at the start. But then the filter safety car ended and we are back into speed. And I was really pushing hard to get past, but I didn't quite get the move done, and I sitting back of Ben quite a many laps. So and we messed up again this turn. It's like make a way to do it, but and Ben puts the fastest lap. And I was really struggling on traction, and my back tires was wearing so much, and at the moment, and I then saw Ben hit the wall, and the rear safety car is out on the track again, and we are racing again. It has already been 2 weather safety cars, and we get very poor exit, and Lucas is right behind me. And while I was using my ears and fuel to catch Ben and to not let pass Lucas. And I was really gaining on these corners, but on the exit of the back straight at the hairpin, I was really struggling. And as you can see, I got my first warning of track limits. And yeah, I was not happy about it, but it is what it is. And then you can see we got another warning of the track limits, and this was really annoying me already, because I know the next warning would be penalty of track limits, and it won't be 3 seconds. But now I was really right behind Ben, Alfa Romeo car, and it seemed a little bit to dry up the weather, but it's not the time to put dry tires, but clearly seems to be a lot more drivable
Safety car.
than
No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your
at the
number
previous
positive
lap.
as we form up.
And then we got the safety car out on the track, and we asked about the
Inters
weather,
seem like the fastest.
and now you can see it's really drying up.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain
But it's
currently
not-
expected. Inters seem like the
But it's
fastest
not
tire for now.
time to put mediums or softs, so I have to be really careful on these few laps after the safety car to not crash. And I got really good launch. And Ben hits again to the wall, and I think that move I could do this, but and then I think to back up and wait to what Ben would do with the strategy. And I was really struggling on traction now, because it was so much drying up now.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that.
And I have a lot of fuel to use, and then happened a little bit unexpected, because we would go to the beach, and Ben puts hard tires and I put mediums, and I didn't know which tire I could put, so I put the mediums, and it seemed to be a really good tactic.
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit. Exit now.
2.6 second pit stop, which is quite normal,
Only one stop to go. One stop
and
left
there
on this
was
strategy.
so slippery on the dry tires. And then you can't believe what happened, because Ben was putting hard tires and I was on the mediums, and it was still so wet, and Ben was struggling so much, and I think that I would use my ears and put the rich mix and ears open and make the move to the last chicane. I got the move done, and I was on now the leading car of this race. And as you can see, Ben is dropping back. I got the fastest lap,
To teammate behind
and
me,
Lucas
11.3 seconds.
also get past Ben, but they got some contact. but nothing big. And
We've been awarded
then
a
I got
time penalty
my
and will go against our finishing time at
first
the end of the race.
time penalty for track limits, and this was turning point of my race, but then others, Lucas has already 3 seconds and Ben has 5 seconds, so I was good comfortable at the moment, and I was leading about 1 second from Lucas, but I couldn't get away of that 1 second and put the fastest lap, and then we got the Vitor safety car again,
We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down, maintain a positive
and this
delta.
is the already 3 Vitor safety cars and 1 safety car for this race, and we are back in the speed, and we went really close to the wall at the under the bridge, but didn't touch at least. And at the moment Lucas was right behind my gearbox, but I seemed to be really quick on the straight, and Lucas didn't quite get to move on me,
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
and I put the fastest lap and take a stupid warning of track limits at turn 1, and then my teammate took it the fastest lap on me, and this was really annoying me because I touched the wall and broke my front wing,
Mind that front wing.
and I think this was the end of my race, because I have the box to change front wing, but then I asked, is my car okay, and watched it from different camera types, and it seemed to be okay,
Be careful with the front wing.
and
Keep taking
I
some minor damage. Tire condition
think
is still
I will
looking good.
go on and let's see what time I gonna put, and I put the fastest lap again,
New strategy is available on the MFD.
and I think that I could stay on track, and then I took another warning of
Yellow flag ahead.
track limits,
Green flag.
and it's go almost 6 seconds time penalty if I got one more warning track limits. And I was really careful on the track limits, but it didn't quite pay off.
Radar is clear.
As you can see, I asked the weather
The best tire for now.
because it was a little bit cloudy out now and darker, so I think it would rain, but at least it didn't rain. So I continue on with medium tires, and Lucas was 7/10 behind me, DRS open, and this was really different from Lucas, because he went to the pits and I go on the track, and I think he gonna undercut me if I'm boxing this lap. So I think I would go
We're increasing our gap.
stay on the track, and
A second lap.
then I took my 3 second
You've been awarded a time penalty for
3 second time penalty, and it's already 6 seconds for me, and yeah. So Lucas puts the fastest lap, and it's already late to come pits, so I think I will go to the end of the race with these tires. And as you can see, I lost the clips because I didn't save, and then I was finishing the line, and it was P2 for. So yeah, it was really exciting race, and as you can see, there's a start where you can see the crash at the middle of the pack. A lot of cars uh, going wide, and yep. So it was P1 for me at today race at Canada, and P2 for Lucas De Breed on the Racing Point, and it was quite good strategy to not pit and stay out, and my tire was really end of the race, but yeah, it worked pretty good. So this was my first video onto YouTube, and if you wanna see more like this content on the future, make sure you click the like button and subscribe. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. So goodbye from me now.